Hello everyone, this is Reena welcoming all of you in our today's e-lecture for class BA part 2nd. In this lecture, dear student, we will discuss our paper 2nd and the story is A Rose for Emily written by William Faulkner. All of you know students, we have two paper in our second year syllabus. Paper first is of poetry and drama, and the second paper is prose and fiction. And we have a textbook forms of English prose. And in this paper second and our book forms of English prose, we have stories and essays. We have completed our essays and now we are reading the stories of our paper second. And in this lecture, we will discuss a story, A Rose for Emily, written by William Faulkner. A Rose for Emily was written by American author William Faulkner. So, have just some general introduction about the author. William Faulkner is an American novelist and short story writer. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1947. This thing is notable, dear student. This is notable of about William Faulkner that he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1947. And as you see on your screen here, the first publication was in April 13, 1930. Means the first publication of this story was at in April 30, 1930. Okay. And next is A Rose for Emily was Faulkner's first story published in a national magazine. And this story, A Rose for Emily, was adapted for film by the Chabuk Cinema Company. So, this is about some general intro of our author William Faulkner. He is also a great novelist. And our today's story is A Rose for Emily. So, dear student, this is a typical story. This is this story having five sections, but all these sections are not in chronological order. They depicted the whole lifespan of Emily, as you can able to see on your screen the name of our story, A Rose for Emily. Here, a rose represented the youth of means aspirations and desires of a girl or a woman. Okay, so let's start our today's story and some general intro about our story, A Rose for Emily. A Rose for Emily is one of Faulkner's most widely read in the American classroom. Many students may find Faulkner's story difficult to understand and appreciate because the story is not told in chronological order. It has five sections, but all these sections are not in chronological order. So it is difficult to understand. Some readers may think it is a bizarre story about an old, eccentric lady in American southern town. And it is true that the setting of the story is American South. And yet, the theme of the story is universal, transcending, and the boundaries of time and space. Like many other works of the great literature, this story tales about love, death, honor, pride, chance, and loss. So, this is a theme of our story, A Rose for Emily. So, as we have discussed here, that the story is not told in a proper chronological order, so it is difficult to understand. But in our next video, we will discuss this story according to its section, and I hope you all of you will be able to understand the story, the proper theme of story, the plot of story, the conflicts of the story also. So our today's story, A Rose for Emily, contain means this story, we will also read this story in three videos. Okay, this is our first video of this story, and we here we are going to discuss about some general introduction of the poet, of the author, and about the story. And in our second video, we will discuss the section wise this story. First and second section we will discuss in video second, and section third, fourth, fifth we will discuss in our third video of this story. So be with me from first to third video. So this is, you are able to watch on your screen that this is some slide about some general intro of our today's story. Now, what was the means what is the main place, what is the main situation, and what time may be in the story. So just have a look. The place means town of Jefferson, Miss Emily's house. What is the place of the story? The whole story revolves around a single place. And what is single place? The town of Jefferson, Miss Emily's house. Jefferson's family, where Jefferson's family lived, the town and the house of Miss Emily. And second is the main situations were on Miss Emily's house, and the writer focus in the valuable details inside the house. And what is the time? Means all these are the situation. Means main situation of this story is the depiction of Emily's house and the things inside, the things going on inside the Emily's house. This is the main situation of this story. And the time, what is the time? After 70s. The time of this story means after 70s. This story depicts the time of after 70s in America South. Okay. So this is about some general things about this story, that what is the place, what is the main situation, and what is the time that denoted by author in the story. And now, what are the main characters of the stories? So this story is centered about a single character, mainly a single character, Miss Emily Grierson. Okay, all story revolves around the psychoanalysis of Miss Emily Grierson. What kind of uh, the lady, uh, and changes of her life from a young girl to the age of 74. And second person is his father, her father, and her lover Homer Baron. So all these are the chief characters of the story, as the main character, Miss Emily Grierson. She is a mysterious figure who changes from a vibrant and hopeful young girl to a cloistered and secretive old woman. And second is his father, Colonel Sartoris, father of Miss Emily. And third one is Homer Baron, the only man that loved by Miss Emily. And at last, he was murdered by Emily due to the sake of his ego, her ego. Okay, and we also have a name, Judge Stephen, the mayor of Jeffersonstown. So these are the main characters of the story. Okay, and now as we discussed that Emily is a single and main characters of the story, the whole instance of the story revolves around the Emily. So just have a look about the characters sketch of Emily Grierson. She is the main character, and Miss Emily was very preserved woman, tormented continuously by her father, and her father's died after her father died, she said during 3 days he is not dead, means she is not to bear the death of her father. So she didn't want to believe that his father was dead. So for 3 years, 3 days, she said to the woman that his father is not dead. So this shows the psychology of Miss Emily Grierson. And these is the time when Miss Emily started the negation of changes in the world. So this is the character of Miss Emily Grierson. And now let's have a look on the summary of this story. In Jefferson's town, Jefferson because Jefferson was the name of high status, and it represents the town and where the people of high status lived. So the setting of our story is Jefferson's town, and in Jefferson's town where the family Grierson was living. Griersons means a family of Emily Griersons, and their house was one of the most beautiful in the town. Colonel Sartoris is the father of Emily, and he has a daughter named Emily. She is beautiful, but no man would dare to court her because of Colonel Sartoris, her father. And when Sartoris died, Miss Emily got frustrated and she almost forgot herself. And she won't even went out of her house, and to the point that the house has a smell because she didn't take care anymore. And as days passed by, Miss Emily has changes in her personality. She became fat. The color of her hair turns grey, and he lost her looked before, and the other people called her poor Emily. And the other thing notable regarding this story is one time when Miss Emily dared to went out of her house, she met Homer Barron, and after some days had passed by, Emily became a love and to point that they will get married. And others felt happy for Emily because finally she met the man that she will love. But after several days, that they heard that Emily and Homer Baron got married, they were not able to see Baron in the town. And what would happen with Homer Baron? We will know in our summary of the detailed summary of a story when we will study the story and the summary of this story in section wise in our next video number second and third. So dear student, be with me from first to the third video. And the next point is, one time Miss Emily bought a red poison, the arsenic. And old people have no any idea why she bought a red poison, but they just ignored about this. Emily was really running out of her mind because of what she had done. She poisoned the man that she loved and left the body in her bed. And this is much psychological disturbance of Emily Grierson. And she didn't even bury the body of Homer Baron. She totally lost her mind and old age come in her way until she got died. So this is the typical story, and it is not divided according to the chronological order. So it is some difficult to understand, but we will discuss this story in according to their section wise, and the easy going summary of the story we will discuss in our next video. And I hope you all of you will be able to understand this story very much. And next is a rose for Emily, plots and conflicts. What may be the plot? What may be the conflicts of this story? So, as we know that any drama, any story is divided according to its plot and conflict. First of all, introduction come, then rising action, then climax, then falling action, and at last we can see the resolution. So, this story, A Rose for Emily, and its plot and conflicts, we can read like this. First is introduction. The reader learns of Emily's status in the town and the importance of her father, and she is relieved of her taxes owed because of him. Second is rising action. What is rising action? Means this begins with the death of her father, and the smell around her house denoted the rising action of the story. And what may be the climax? And next is the climax of the story. Emily meets Homer Baron and buys arsenic, but never tells the druggist what it is for. This is the climax of the story. And after climax, there is a falling action. And the falling action of the story is Emily dies, and everyone is curious to go in her house. This was the falling action of the story, and at last we have a resolution. Everyone went to the funeral, and they opened the door to the room that had not been seen in 40 years. Okay, no one went there inside the house of Emily since 40 years, and Homer Baron's corpse was in the bed with gray hair on pillow next to him. So this is our today's story, A Rose for Emily, and it describe about the some about this is totally a story about a remarkable character, namely Emily Grierson, and she is the main character of this story, and she is an aging spinster in Jefferson's town, Jefferson's family. And at the beginning of a story, we say at the beginning of the story, Emily's funeral drew the attention of the entire town, and there was only a male servant combined gardener at Emily's house, and no one could enter the house. And her house was closed for 40 years, and after 40 years people entered in the Emily's house after her funeral. So there was the other character also in the story, Homer Baron, a Yankee, and who was the lover of Emily. And this story is divided into 5 parts. So in our next video we will discuss the section wise summary of the story. This is our first video regarding this story, A Rose for Emily. And in second and third video, we will discuss this story, the summary of this story according to the section. Section first and second we will discuss in video second, and section third, fourth, fifth we will discuss in our third video. So enjoy your studies and be with me in next and upcoming videos. Till then, have a nice time.